Hey guys, Michael here, Power and Focus Fitness, day 2 of HIIT for Beginners, and also just for small areas as well, so small spaces, just to give you an idea that you don't need a lot of room to do these workouts, pretty straightforward. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be doing high knees, so basically just high knees like so. You can do it that quick or that quick if you like. If you find that a little bit too difficult, just coming in and marching on the spot like so. As it says, marching on the spot, pretty self-explanatory. Then next up will be sit-ups, and the alternative to the sit-ups will be crunches. So coming down onto the floor like so, going into sit-up position. So a normal sit-up, be coming up like so. If you want to, put your arms out in front. It makes it a little bit easier to do. Or if you need easier again, just come down onto your back and just bringing your shoulders off the ground, doing a crunch like so. So remembering from the other days, this is going to be 30 seconds work, 30-second rest, with a 1 minute rest between rounds, 4 exercises per round, and we're going to be doing 3 rounds. So now we're going into the jumping lunges. So basically, the way I like to start it off is coming into one side already, and then going like so. If you need an easier alternative, I find the easiest way to do a lunge is doing a reverse lunge, like so. If you want to, just go for a forward lunge, like so. Same idea, just coming forward, but doing that jumping lunge, if you can do the harder one. Now going into a glute bridge, and then the alternative will be a glute hold. So glute bridges, coming down on the floor again, like so, hands down at your sides, and coming up, bringing your pelvic up to the ceiling, or pelvis, I should say, like so. And if that's a little bit too difficult for you, just bringing it up off the ground and holding that position for about 30 seconds. If you can only hold there, that's fine. Just do whatever you can. This is all about you, just starting or beginning your fitness journey. Don't make things too hard at the start. You might just tell yourself it's too difficult. Just take your time and see how you go. So that's the 4 exercises with the easier alternatives. So as I said, 30 seconds off, 30 seconds work with 30 seconds off. So we'll get started with that now. So starting in 3, 2, and 1. Starting with those high knees. Remembering if you need to, just coming up and just marching on the spot, just to start it off, to make it easier on yourself. So 30-second rest. Now we're moving into sit-ups or the alternate crunches. So just take your time with your breathing. Try not to, because that doesn't help anything. So we're coming down onto the floor now, starting in 3, 2, and 1, into those sit-ups. And as I said, coming up like so, all hands on your chest. And as I've said a few times, certain things if you want to count and then see if you can beat how many reps you do the next exercise, that's always a good way to help yourself move forward. So going into the jumping lunges now, have yourself a quick drink, something like that. Keep yourself moving around. If you're still on the floor, get up, because we're going to be starting again in about 5 seconds. So 3, 2, and 1. And we're going into those jumping lunges. Keep balance if you want, having your hands on your hips, or if you need to, just remembering you can do a much easier alternative going backwards, or if you want to make it a little bit harder, just coming forwards. So going into those glute bridges now, and then we're done with round 1. So remembering the alternative for the glute bridge is just the glute bridge hold. Wherever you can hold that, it's good. So starting in 3, 2, and 1, coming down to the floor and bringing the pelvic up to the ceiling. And remember, getting your breathing right helps immensely with all this stuff. So now we're going into a minute break. So this is a good time just to try and get your breathing under control. Just grab yourself a little bit of a drink. I find, as I always say, if you've watched me other videos, you'll find just having a little sips is better than having a big gulp. You really want to have a big gulp, but it takes a little bit longer to get your breath back because you've got to swallow, and even swallowing can be hard at some times. So, but whatever you prefer to do, that's fine. So we've got 15 seconds, and then we're getting back into it, going into the second round. It's only been a few minutes, and we're already on to the second round. So we're starting in 3, 2, and 1, going into those high knees. And when you get more advanced, you start going quicker. And then if you want to, just slow it down. And remember to do the marching on the spot as well. But if you're more advanced, get rid of the marching on the spot. Just keep it at the high knees at a good pace. So now we're going to be going into the sit-ups. Remembering also, if you want to, doing the sit-ups is good for all over six-pack, not really the obliques, but then the crunches itself are quite good for the upper abs. So we're starting that in 3, 2, and 1. Once again, if you want, just count how many reps you do in the 30 seconds and then try and beat it the next time. Just to give yourself a challenge. Keep moving forward. Doing an awesome job. It's never easy to start something new like this. When I first started working out, I just didn't want to know anything about cardio. Just didn't care about cardio at all. Now I've fallen in love with it. And combining bodybuilding with cardio is its new struggle. So we're starting in 3, 2, and 1. So going into those jumping lunges, as I said, you can keep your arms up if you like, or if you want more balance, putting your hands on your hips, like so. But as I was saying, I started bodybuilding again because I want to get bigger and get back to being a lot stronger. But cardio will always have a very, very high place in my heart. And I'll keep doing cardio and these HIIT workouts for as long as I can. So, and I will be doing intermediate and advanced HIIT in the future. So I'll be putting those videos up. And that's just some of the workouts I've made up myself. They might be a bit much. 3, 2, and 1. Coming down to the glute bridge. But the thing about the workouts I've made up, they're very intense. But they'll only last about 20 minutes. But you just have to come back to the channel and subscribe and check out those intermediate and those advanced workouts. And those advanced workouts really build up. Some of them will go for maybe around 40 minutes. But I'll be there with you the whole time. It won't be like I'll record a video and then do little snippets and then that video will only be 10 minutes. I will have that video up at a 40+ minute video. So now we're into our minute break again. That's round 2. So we've only got one more round to go. So remembering your stretches, so your cool down stretches, and I hope that you've done your warm-up stretches. So really you're only going to be looking at around 25 to 30 minutes for the amount of time that you have to find in the day just to do this. So we're starting again in 10 seconds. So going back to the high knees. So starting in 3, 2, and 1. Back into those high knees. So going into sit-ups or crunches. You guys are going excellent so far. You're doing a fantastic job. I haven't really done much cardio in the last few weeks, so it's taking it out of me a little bit. But you'll find that with a lot of stuff. Starting in 3, 2, and 1. Going into the sit-ups. But don't let that discourage you. If you find you're working on something and then you find you're lacking in something else, you can get that fitness back pretty quickly. Plus, I'm not used to talking during these videos. So, well, not during these videos, but I'm not used to talking during these workouts. So that's another thing I have to learn and get better at. So it's all about evolving with training. And this is part of my evolving. Because when it comes to the advanced stuff, I shouldn't even be able to talk. But I will be. Because I need to motivate you guys. Keep you going. Keep you strong. Push you along. 3, 2, and 1. Going to those jumping lunges or the reverse lunge or the forward lunge. And we're going to be almost finished too, guys. So if you're finding things are a bit hard, just take the easier alternative, but finish the workout. And as soon as you're done with the workout, if you want to collapse to the floor, that's fine. Keep your fluids up. Go and have a good meal. Just be smart with your eating. There's so much information on the internet. You can find good food to eat, good recipes to make things taste good. So we're going into the last exercise now. In 3, 2, and 1. Going into those glute bridges or the glute hold. And as you'll find, I say in a lot of my videos, just doing this exercise, you can learn to control your breathing. If you find that breathing is what's difficult for you, use this to control it. And then when it comes to this minute break, if we were doing another round, technically you've had about a minute and a half, 2 minutes really, including the 30 seconds in between, to get your breath back more. So that's it, guys. That's 3 rounds. It's been roughly 15 minutes. So have yourself a drink, have yourself a good meal, do your cool down stretches, which is always advised from years and years of doing this training. Do stretching. Don't worry about what other people say. Don't worry about what the internet is saying. Just stretch before, warm up, after, cool down. Even if it's only a couple of minutes before or a couple of minutes at the end, just do it. It will benefit you greatly. Benefit? You know what I'm trying to say. It will help you greatly in the future. So enjoy, and I'll see you again very soon. Done an excellent job. Have a good morning, good day, or a good night. Thanks, guys. It's Michael. Like and subscribe on you guys. Cheers.